Hi, I'm Mary and welcome back to my channel, and today I have a brand ranking video. So I'm going to take all the palettes I have of a single brand, in this case Natasha Denona, and rank all my palettes in that brand. I have 14 Natasha Denona palettes, so I will be ranking them from the one that I like least to the one that I like most. So I hope you enjoy this, and let's go ahead and get started. So at the bottom at number 14 is this one that's a BoxyCharm exclusive. This is called the Ayana palette. And it just looks like this. And it's just sort of boring and bland. And I mean, I have a lot of Natasha Denona palettes, and since it's only 5 pans and you can only get so many looks, well, it performs really well, and I really liked the look I came up with. It's just not my favorite because it's super bland and blah. Then next is the Natasha Denona Bronze palette. This is what it looks like. Well, I really like the quality of this. Can only get a few looks because so many of the colors are so close together color wise. It's like this, and this all look the same. This, and this all look the same. I mean, it just like looks very similar, so I can only get 1 or 2 looks using this palette. And for this many shades, I expected more, and for the price point. But in any case, I do really like it. I do like the looks I can get, but it's just not my favorite palette. And let's see, number 12 is this. This is the mini Zendo. The story I actually really like. It's just you can only get a couple looks, and well, I like the looks I can get, and it performs really well, I think. It's just not my favorite. When I have used it, I mean, they all go on really nicely. I generally use this all over the lid, this in the crease. Then there isn't really a deepening up shade unless you want to go into a shimmer, which I do when I use this one. And then I can use these on the lid, you know, but it's just doesn't have quite the versatility I like. But I do like the quality, and so definitely you'll keep it around. Next, this may be a surprise, but at 11 is the Mini Gold. I do really like this palette. It's a nice palette for what it is. I like that it has sort of the grungy greens. Same complaint as I had the last time. This one has a slight sheen, and it's the darkest color in here, so there's not a matte that has a deepening up shade. So, but I would consider using this as a companion palette to, like, say, the gold palette, or even this one for that matter. I mean, but yeah, I do like it. I can only get a couple looks, and once again, the deepest shade is a shimmer or a satiny color, so not my favorite, but yeah, there's that. Next is in 10th is the actual Zendo palette. This just came out. I do like the fact that, like, it's half warm, half cool tone. I like the greens over here and then the corally colors over here. I just can't quite figure out how to use both sets of colors together, and with that in mind, it's sort of like half and half-ish palette, and so that's why it's sort of ranked here in the middle set. Let's see, so then next is the Coral palette. So this is the Coral palette. I like it. Doesn't really have a deepening up shade. This is sort of the deepest it gets in here. I do really like this dual chrome here. Although when I did a look, I didn't use it. I used these two. Couldn't quite figure out how to get the dual chrome in. Doesn't really go per se, in my opinion, with the palette. I do like the quality of it, but it's sort of just right in the middle for the palettes for me. And that was number 9. So number 8 is the Cranberry palette. This one, just because of the color story, I like a little better. I love this color. It has a deep enough shade for me here. This one works as an inner highlight. This is either of these two work as lid colors. So yeah, I think that's part of the reason I like those. And then next I have the Glam palette, and that's actually what I'm wearing today. This one I use, but not super often. It's a cool tone neutral palette. Although that being said, it actually has a lot more depth than the like warm toned bronze palette that I've already discussed. I do enjoy the colors or the looks I can get out of it. I do like it for like sultry looks. And so I do like this. It's just sort of in the middle because, you know, there are palettes I like a lot more, but this is number 7. So now we're into the top half of the shadows. So this I do really like, and I used it, and I enjoy the looks I get with it when I do use it. It's just not the first palette I pull. And then 6th is my gold palette. Looks like this. I really love the looks I can come up with. It's a pretty neutral palette, just has a few pops of tealy greeny colors here. I actually really love this one as well. It's called Sparks, and then the 2 greens are called Python and Aurora. But I do really like the looks I can get. I like the fact that it has a couple pops of green, but it's basically a neutral palette. I like the fact that it has a nice inner corner shade. Excuse me. I like the fact that it's a mainly neutral palette, and it's like not as boring as some of the other neutral palettes I've already discussed. So I do really like this palette, and I like the looks I can get with it. It's just that I have 5 that I like better. So with that being said, I'm on to the top 5. 5th is my last 5-pan palette. This is the Mini Love. Looks like this. I dug my nail into this and then had to press it back in, which is why it looks kind of wonky. But it's a really soft shade. But I really do like the looks I can get with it. There are several, especially since it does have this nice deep shade here, and then a lighter shade here for a transition. Although usually I have to mix those to get together just to use a transition. But it's still a nice little palette, and it goes really well with the actual Love palette, which is coming up here. But yeah, I really do enjoy this. I guess I can actually hold it the right direction because it doesn't have a mirror. But yeah, so really like the looks I can get, really like the color story. That's why it's here. Although I do feel that the Mini Gold actually performs better than this one. It's just I like the color story to this one better than that one. So that's why this one ranks higher. Next is the Sunrise palette. I really love this color story. It's like right up my alley. I love it for this time of year. I want to try out the Glam again, which is the only reason I didn't wear this one today when I'm filming this. But I do actually really like this palette. I love the goldenrod colors and this orangey color here. Carnelian? I don't know. And then I just love all the like reddy tone colors. I also like this jasper here, or like berry toned, I guess, rather colors. But yeah, it's just a really nice palette, and I love the looks I can make. And this is a palette that I use around this time of year especially, so I can't wait to dig back into this again. Next, so now I'm into the top 3, and next is the Layla palette. This palette I love, and this is like my all year round color story. If I could have a color story, it'd be this. This sort of like mauvey neutrals with pops of pinks and purples. It's just a super nice palette. I really enjoyed the formula to this. I especially love these 2 shades here and the one right down below here. I also actually like this lighter one here. But all of these are really nice. I really like the looks I can get with this palette, which is why it made the top 3. It's just a really nice all-around palette, and I'm super happy to have it in my collection. And then number 2 is the Metropolis palette. I was going back and forth with this and my number 1 palette, so could really go in either order, but I put this in number 2 because I had to put it somewhere, and I know it would be in the top couple. These 3, actually, the top 3 were really hard for me to decide which would be where, and I went back and forth several times, but this is what I came up with. So this is number 2. Love the color story. I like the fact that it's like more shades in the smaller pan size. It's like the middle-sized palette shade pan sizes, just more. So instead of 15, there's 28. So yeah, I just really like this. I love like the terracotta or burnt orange shade here. I like this blue here. Like all these sort of darker shades here that are various shades of teal and green. Love this this like olivey green color here. Just a beautiful palette. Really enjoy it. Super happy to have it. And then finally, as I alluded to, my number 1 palette, and as I said, the top 3 I went back and forth with a lot, but is the Love palette. Oops. This palette, I just love the color story too. I love the fact that there really aren't any true neutral colors. It's all just pinks and purples with a pop of red here. And I would say the red definitely leans pink, but it isn't necessarily a true pink. It's definitely a red. So with that, I really like the way this performs. I love the colors. I use this the most. It's just my favorite Natasha Denona palette. I want to say, yeah, this is the one I've actually had the longest as well. This was my introduction to the brand. I got this one, and then I went back and got Sunrise, and then I went from there. And I picked up all of this size as they came out, or as they come out, and then I picked up these 3 this year. So yeah, because I wanted to get some of the bigger palettes. So, and then I got these bigger one, the bigger of the 5 pans, and actually all in BoxyCharm, either through the box or through add-ons. And then I bought all 3 of these also this year at some point. I think this be my, no, I think I got actually these two after this one. This was my first of this size. Yeah. But this came out last of these ones I have. So in any case, I hope that you have a good day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.